ATL Jacob, ATL Jacob.
Hey neighbors, welcome back to my channel. If y'all new, welcome to the neighborhood. Alright y'all, so based off that title, y'all already know what we are about to get into. This is for learning purposes, okay? And this video is gonna be what made me make this video is really because of my other video that I posted. I'm probably gonna put it like on the side right here, but my other video, which is about how I purchased my car at 18, and so that video has about 6.9K. so I just want to say I'm so grateful and thank everybody that support me. So yeah, but I'm gonna need for y'all to subscribe because what y'all doing. But anyways, yeah, so I have 14 facts on what they didn't tell you before getting a car, or 14 facts that you need to know before you get into, you know, your big girl purchase or big boy purchase. So yeah y'all, so the list is really right here. I can see it now, and I'm also gonna insert it on the side. But yeah, so I'm gonna go over this list piece by piece. So yeah, so we're just gonna jump right into it. So first thing I have, y'all, is a title. So for one, a title is, all right y'all, I was wrong. A title is actually $43. So I seen it on my receipt after the fact. I'm sorry. I'm also gonna post my my car receipts on here. So yeah, but yeah y'all, so be prepared and know that, you know, like you have money for your car, but make sure you have money for this type of stuff too, because these things are important to the point that if you don't have it, then you can't drive it, you know. Right? So yeah, I also have that insurance, which is super expensive for young teens or adults until you're like 25. Some give you cheaper if you are a student or previously graduated, or if you have a reliable adult or parent, you can be under theirs and it will be cheaper. And stating that is like, so like car insurance, you're gonna need car insurance to drive around, to ride around, because you never know, like you never know if something can happen. Somebody could hit you, or you could hit somebody, or your car could burn up, or you could run out of gas, or anything in that sort, and your insurance can cover it. And not only that, but if you were to get pulled over and they ask for, you know how the police be, license and registration, so you don't got, you know, you don't got that stuff, you're gonna go to jail type thing.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
So it's important to have that for real, because anything can happen to you. So you want to make sure you have insurance, you want to make sure you covered. And another thing with the age part is like, I don't know what they got against young people, but I guess because we're the ones, they say that our popularity in the young youth has more accidents than the older. So our insurance is higher than the people who are older, who are over 25. So if you're 25 or older, then your insurance becomes cheaper. So it's best that you get on a parent or a guardian or anybody that you can trust, and they don't have a bad record of driving or a bad record on their insurance with paying and stuff like that. So please choose wisely who you pick, under who stuff you want to be under, like all that in that nature. So yeah, the next thing I have is bright colors or rare colors can make your insurance expensive. And what I mean by that is like, okay, so if your car is like red or like matte black or something like purple or pink, or you know, like the exotic colors type thing, they make your insurance high because of that. And I never understood why, but like, why do I have to pay to customize my own car? Why do I have to keep paying? Why is my insurance high just because I customized my own car? I don't know, y'all, but that's one of them. Another one is oil changes, mostly after a certain amount of miles. And I'm not sure exactly which amount of miles, but I know that some places give you a little sticker and it tells you on what date to come back to them, or what day you should come back to, you know, like re-exchange, get new oil for your car. And that's important, that's mandatory. So what I do to keep track of that is, me personally, I have I write in my calendar on which day of the month I want to do a car cleanse for the car. So I will either clean the car or go get something fixed on the car. So yeah, those things are important. Make sure you're maintaining your car. But usually your oil change is really like every 3 months type thing, or depending on if you drive, like I drive a lot, so I don't know. But if you drive like, I don't know, if you just doing way more than the mileage that you are supposed to be in between, in between, is then you'll have to probably go back sooner. But I doubt it that anybody is driving that much. So yeah, mostly it's 3 months. The next thing I have is pay attention to VIN numbers when you're purchasing your car. Okay, so a VIN number is going to be like, how can I explain this? Like, you're looking outside of your car and like somewhat in the windshield is like a little small number, like on the dash part. So you can look up that number before you purchase your car or in the midst of purchasing, and it tells you the history that car has been through, whether if the car was burnt up or who knows what. If the car has police reports on it, it's been in multiple accidents, like all that type of stuff. Pay attention to VIN numbers because VIN numbers are important. And if that car history is bad, then it's possibility it's not a good car and you should not purchase it. Okay, the next thing I have is always leave your insurance information in the car in case of emergencies. And that's basically like what the same thing I stated before, but you want to leave your, this is really the only thing that you should be leaving in the car. Don't leave nothing else valuable in that car because you never know, somebody can steal. But yeah, y'all, so the insurance is the most important thing to leave in the car because you can get pulled over like I stated, or if you're in a wreck like I stated, because the other people are going to need your insurance. You guys have to exchange insurances and things in that sort. So yeah, the next thing I have is save up at least a extra 1,000 of what your total actually is, so they can have, so you can have insurance, tag money, and gas money. And when I say this, I mean like it's so important, because if you don't have these certain things with the car, then you're basically driving illegal. And I'm not saying don't take a risk, because I took a risk before, not in that nature, but I've took a risk before. So yeah, you need those things in order to drive the car, and you don't want to be driving not legal, you know. And yeah, the next, oh yeah, I forgot to put something on the list, which is a tag. Make sure they give y'all a little temporary tag before your real tag comes in the mail, okay? Because that's important, so you won't get pulled over either. The next I have is never ever baby, ever leave your bill of sale in your vehicle. Store it in a safe place. And what I mean by that is, do not leave that in the car. And also make sure they give you that when you purchase the car, a bill of sale, because on that is going to tell you a little document. Make sure y'all reading everything so you know what you're getting into with that car, because some cars are like, once you leave the lot, there's your issues, because you should have known. But anyways, yeah, do not leave that in the car, because If someone breaks in your car or anything is stolen out of the car and they steal that, they can basically say that the whole car is theirs. And that's the most important thing, because you have no consent over it, because they signed it, they put their name on it, so it's over with. Do not leave that in the car. Next thing I have is make sure, that was the same thing, sorry. Next thing I have is always have a spare key in case you leave your keys in the car. If you don't have one, you can go to a key kiosk and make an extra one. And that is so important because, y'all, little old me, I locked my keys in the car before, but I'm gonna give y'all a story time on that. But make sure that y'all always keep an extra spare key, like not even for just the car, even your house, baby, even your suite or whatever you have, even a storage unit, all those type of things. That's important. Just always keep a spare. It's better to be safe than sorry. And the next thing that I have is you will have to renew your tag every year around the date of your birthday or on your birthday. So be prepared. I think it's like $25, and if you want a customized tag that say something that you want in that field, then I think it's like $35 or something like that. But yeah, so you're gonna have to go to a tag office and you're gonna have to get your tag renewed, because if it's out of date, that's another reason the police can pull you over. So yeah, another thing I have is pay attention to the miles on your car, because the higher it is, the more the car has been driven, and it actually explains how old the car is. And some cars have a lot of miles. Some cars that have a lot of miles are still some good. And when I got my car, it had a lot of miles, but it's still some good. We still roll them in there. So yeah, so it all depends on really how the previous owner maintenance that car, because some cars do good with a lot of miles and some cars don't. But 9 times out of 10, you want to get you a car that don't have that many miles. And I think the most, what's bad is over 200,000 miles. That's what's bad. So long as it's below that, then you're good, okay? Some cars do go over that. That don't mean your car is gonna stop driving just because it has a lot of miles. It just means that it's old and that you're gonna need more maintenance on the car over time because it's old. It may not be old to you that you got it, but it's an old car just in general. And the next thing I have is, if you are purchasing from a lot, bring a mechanic or someone who knows about a car, because let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. It's so many scams out here, left and right, and they don't care how old you is, and especially when it's a female, because they know that we don't know nothing about cars. At least some of us, at least most of us. I don't blame you, girl, if you know about cars, but me personally, I don't. So bring somebody, so you be aware and they be prepared, because they know what's going on, because they already know about cars. They know more than what you know. So it's better to bring them along, because they can tell you if this car is bad, this car is good, if they get a funny vibe from the person, all that, because all that is important. And even if you feel a funny vibe, then just let it go. The next thing I have is, if something ever happens to your tires and you don't know the size, it will be inside of your car door. So you want to open your door and like on the side nearby your seat belt, but it's like the rear of the car, like it's gonna be like you gonna go out the car. It's right there and it's at the bottom, so it will always tell your car size tires at the bottom. So yeah, like when you go to a tire place and they be like, what size do you need, then that's how you know your size. And even if you don't know, or it's not a sticker there, which it should be, but if it's not a sticker there, you can just ask the person who's selling the tires, and they should know, because that's what they're paid to do, so they should know. Or you can tell on your tires that you already have. It's gonna tell you on it. So yeah, and that's all that I have for this video. I just want to say, make sure you're confident, make sure you don't get no funny vibes and get in the car. Drive legal, because there's a lot of problems that come with not being legal, and you don't want to risk it, especially if you got stuff to lose. So yeah, I hope y'all like this video. If y'all have any questions about anything, y'all can hit my social medias up. It's always on my channel. It's in about me, always on my channel. You know, like, I don't mind. I'm not mean, I promise. And it's not a fake for the camera, like, for real. But yeah, so I hope y'all like this video. Please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And
ATL Jacob, ATL Jacob.